Okay, can you guys hear me? Because I'm not going to use the podium. I like to walk around and feel you guys. All right, cool. Cool. All right. You guys ever hear the phrase, I don't see color, I'm colorblind? Well, do you guys see this color? I mean, look at my outfit. So cute. Hey guys, my name is Ifeguni, and I'm a proud Nigerian immigrant. My parents always taught me to not only embrace my roots, but to learn and explore and celebrate other cultures as well. They taught me to be open-minded and to live in color. I'm here to share with you guys my perspective on what it means to live in color, why the world doesn't always live in color, and how we have the power to change this. Throughout my elementary to middle school years, I was very involved. So I was exposed to many nationalities and personalities. I never realized many people don't have the same experience until I went to high school. You see, in high school, color was there, but it was muted. My aha moment was when I tried out for the speech team. I was so excited to go down the comedy route until I got my first role. My role was, wait for it, the angry black woman. And to make it worse, I had to teach my partner how to be an angry black woman for the skit. My coach told me, teach her how to be black. I had to say, ooh, girl, hold my earrings. If you think I sound horrible now, imagine how bad I sounded as a 15-year-old. Imagine how it feels to be expected to act a certain way just because of what's on the surface. You see, in that case, I was able to act out a color, but my true identity was muted. Thinking back now, I realize how bad that experience was. But then I didn't know it could get a lot worse. Until I went to college, I realized many people only see what's on the surface. So in college, look around you. Color is here, but it doesn't always blend. Freshman year, I was at the undergraduate library. And at this library, you can get a really cool snapshot of the university. So one of my friends called out, oh my God, we're the most diverse table here. I thought that was a really strange thing to call out. I thought diversity was normal. I mean, we are the melting pot, right? Until I looked around. Every table was homogeneous. There were black groups and white groups. There were international groups and frats and sorority groups. And then here we were, a group of freshmen from different backgrounds, different ethnicities, majors, clubs, and yet we stuck out like a sore thumb. Now, the majority of the homogeneity were white. It's easier to not live in color or even recognize its existence when you're in the dominant group. So we all like the path of least resistance. And socializing with people that just look like us enforces that path of least resistance. I want to ask you guys a couple questions. How many of you guys tend to socialize with people who only look like you? Now, how many of you guys learn about other races and ethnicities more through the media than through actual personal interactions? So if we don't interact with each other, how can we expect to learn about each other or even live in color? You see, the media is mostly white. You see, the media is mostly white with sprinkles of color. That means there's really no way to capture all our differences and the beauty of those differences due to poor representation. In fact, media reinforces the path of least resistance. It is likely media played a role in shaping my speech teacher's view on who a black woman is. And it's likely media plays a role in why some of us are apprehensive when it comes to socializing outside of our groups. The cultivation theory states that over time, when we absorb the same media messages, especially when it's in regards to certain races and ethnicities, it forms stereotypes. And because there's such an overrepresentation of bad images of minorities, it truly impacts how we socialize with each other. Imagine if I had only learned who a black woman is through the media, I'd be scared of myself. And it's sad because I'm proud to be a black woman and all the nuances there is. If we continue to only learn from mainstream media messages, then we will not only prevent ourselves from learning about other cultures, but from living in color. However, there is hope. We can change this. Here's what I'm doing about it. First of all, virtual reality. I found VR to be a really cool tool to teach empathy because you can literally be in someone else's shoes. I am using VR to address relations between police and minorities because I believe we can't continue to have effective conversations without putting ourselves in each other's shoes. Secondly, I'm using the arts to improve representation in media and challenge stereotypes. In this upcoming music video that I'm directing, it will explain how 3 women are changing the things they can no longer accept. Imagine a Muslim hijabi woman whose dream is to be president of the United States, or a black woman who wants to change the tech game, or an Indian woman who wants to change the rap game forever. So you've heard what I'm doing about it, but here's what you guys can do about it. Blend challenge. The next time you go to a lecture or any huge gathering, I challenge you guys to sit next to someone outside your group. After striking a conversation with your new buddy, you'd be surprised. More than likely, that person will be different than who you expect them to be. Secondly, Netflix. Did you guys know that Netflix's mission statement is geared towards improving representation in media? I didn't know that until I researched the speech. Well, next time you go on Netflix, check out a TV show or a movie with characters that represent people you're not used to socializing with or used to seeing on mainstream media. And lastly, be aware when you are stereotyping. You know, we're all tempted to make generalizations about people. But when you're in this situation, I want you guys to ask yourself a couple questions. The first one, do you actually know this person or group? And secondly, what value is it to you to take time to form an opinion on their identity? Because more than likely, there really is no value. So I know I'm asking you guys to go against what is comfortable. But guess what? Change is not comfortable, and change is not waiting for anyone. We need to change what it means to have a diverse outlook. It doesn't just mean having one token minority friend or stereotyping or picking a culture because you think it's cool. It means recognizing that we're all different and that our differences is what makes our country so great. So please, let's live in color, because it's truly a beautiful thing. Thank you.